Beautiful people of YouTube, my name is OliverKatt and welcome back to another Let's Play of Cubic Castles. Now before I start this Let's Play off, I want to thank the people who have been supporting my series for Cubic Castle. I really appreciate that. On top of that, I would like to thank the people who have been helping me in-game as well. A lot of the people who I've met in-game have become friends now. Friends that actually help me when it comes to building, or donating blocks to help me build myself, or giving me tips on how to do things more efficiently, or just letting me know things. I've met so many awesome people in this game. I just want to say thank you very much. You've given so much to me. I just want to say thank you back. Now, I'm going to stop my rambling and get on with what this Let's Play is about. For a while now, I've been wanting to do a video on fairies. So, this video is specifically going to be about how to catch fairies, where to find them, and what they're used for. Now, if you guys see, what I'm standing on is actually a fairy cage. And this is just one thing that you can do with fairies. And I gotta admit that out of all the prized possessions in my shop, my fairy cage is my most prized possession. Why? Because I consider fairies to be very elusive, and although they're not hard to catch in this game, the fact that you are able to capture them and keep them in a box, like prisoners, I kinda like that. Not the torturous aspect. I clicked my box. Okay, I almost let my fairies out on camera. I literally I hit the touchpad mouse. I really gotta learn how to disable that. Whoops. Alright. So, before I ruin something else, I'm gonna get off my fairy cage. Alright. So, we are gonna go capture fairies. But before we go capture fairies, we're gonna make jars. Because there are two ways of capturing fairies. Technically, it's all one way. It's all done the same way, technically. But there are two methods of capturing fairies. Now, what I need are my glass blocks. Now, let me find glass blocks, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I'm back, and I got me my glass blocks. Now, the reason we are gonna need glass blocks for this is because when you put a glass block into a furnace, it actually makes jars. And jars is what you use to capture fairies. I'm sure you've played a lot of video games, if you're old enough, that had fairies in jars. And, for example, Zelda. I'm pretty sure Zelda had a few of those. Sorry if I'm, like, completely wrong and just making things up. So, we are going to make jars. What you just do is just throw raw glass cubes into the furnace, and it'll make a jar. And give me some time to let this finish cooking. Be right back. Forgot to mention, it takes two glass boxes to make a jar. Completely forgot about that. So now you know. Let me finish this. Alrighty, now that I have my 3 glass jars, we are ready to capture fairies. And now that I think about it, that is the least masculine thing I have said on this channel yet. Alright, catching fairies is pretty simple. Spotting them is a little bit more difficult. We are going to actually get out of here real quick. Now, I'm not sure if this applies for every realm, but from what I've noticed, fairies only spawn in either beach biomes. I think they're called beach biomes. Are they called beach biomes? Am I really slow? Tropical biomes or forest biomes? And I recommend, I think both have their own perks when it comes to capturing fairies, because when you capture a fairy over a pool, they tend to dip down into the pool and you can just jump in after them and they get stuck in there. But I like catching fairies in forest because it's mostly flatlands, so we're going to jump into a forest. I jumped into this realm and it seems like there's some players kind of reaping havoc all over it. That's fine. I think we'll still be able to do this here. So we are going to go look for fairies. Now, how do you spot a fairy? Usually fairies, you can identify if a fairy is hiding by a shrub. And if the shrub is glowing, if it has like glowing sparkles all over it, that's how you know. I feel like I said that really weird, but if a shrub is glowing, or a mushroom is glowing, if it has little sparkles on it, that's how you know there is a fairy there. So we're going to run around here and try to find a fairy. And they're usually fairly common. You can spot, there we go, right there. Now this is a fairy. You see that mushroom there? I'm going to actually move this block out of the way so it makes it easier for you guys to see. like I said, mushrooms aren't the only ones that can contain fairies. Shrubs have them as well. And now there's a certain way I like to do this. When you release a fairy from its hiding spot, it's gonna run away from you. And if a fairy gets to the edge of a realm, it will escape and you'll never be able to get it. So what I like to do is to stand in the direction where the realm is closest. So the fairy's always gonna run to the opposite side. So I'm standing here, the fairy's gonna try and run to the right of the screen. So I don't want it to fly towards the outside of the realm, so I'm gonna try and block it. When I pull the fairy, it should move in the opposite direction. So we are gonna grab a fairy. We're gonna grab 3 fairies. I'm probably not gonna do them all on the recording, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna try this. So let's get ready. I'm gonna click it. Oh, I'm not on my. There we go. All right. There it goes. All right. I might actually get really lucky on this one. Come on. It's stuck in the tree. It's literally stuck in the tree. All right. What I'm gonna do is actually. No! Yeah, there it goes. Dang it, man. Oh. No, don't do it. Don't do it. No! And there it goes. There it goes. Bye, fairy. Yeah. Alrighty. I jumped into another realm, and I spotted a fairy. And this one will not get away. I swear to it. We will capture this fairy. This fairy will be mine. And, let me... out. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to figure out how I can do this. Alright, let's just go for it. Yellow. Ugh. Now you gotta run for it. I have the speed demon perk. That does help out. It also helps out if you control your character and pay attention to what you're doing. It's hard trying to run fair. I'm actually doing really badly. You guys are like scrub. Oh, I might get lucky. I might get lucky. Boom. Got it. Alright. So, note that when you have jars in your inventory that are empty, and you catch a fairy, the fairy will automatically be trapped inside the jar. Now I'm going to go capture 2 more fairies, and then we're going to capture more fairies for dust, and we'll continue on from there. Alrighty guys, now with a little bit of hard work and aggravation, I managed to capture 3 fairies, but we're not done yet. Now, we're going to try and capture fairies without having jars. My jars are filled up, so I will no longer have, when I capture a fairy, it will no longer be put in a jar, obviously, because my jars are used. Now what happens when you catch a fairy without a jar is it turns into dust, and that dust can be used for making magic gems, which if you don't already know, can be used for making wands, which is what we are going to be doing today on this Let's Play as well. So I'm going to keep looking for a few fairies, and when I spot one, I will continue. Alrighty guys, so I switched biomes. We are now in a tropical biome. And here's the shrubs that I was talking about. They'll also be in here too. You can tell by the sparkling. We're going to try and capture it. And if everything works out well, we should be able to get it fairly quickly. Oh, come on! Run for it, Oliver! No! It juked me. It juked me so hard. Oh, where is it? Did it fall in the water? Oh, no. Ah, got it. Alright. So here we go. We have our first fairy, and luckily we have enough to make our first magic gem, which would be yes, that. No, alright, so we have 4 magic dust. 4 red magic dust, rather. And it takes 4 dust of any color to make 1 gem. Now, we are going to continue to capture fairies, because I see another one here. Might as well go for it. No! Oh, you better not leave. Oh, okay. It's going down. No! Oh my god, I almost had it. I literally almost had it. I jumped right. Nope, come on. Got it. Awesome. Wow. They actually... Did I just capture 2? I heard laugh twice. Okay. Yeah, these fairies actually give a pretty decent amount. Now we have blue magic dust for obviously blue gems. That is my... If you hear that little noise, that is my dragon. That's right, I got a pet dragon, and I forgot to mention that. I did get a pet dragon, and I also had a special event, which I will talk about on my next Let's Play. I won't do it this Let's Play, but I had a special event here where I auctioned off a dragon, and it was awesome. Alright, so here we go. Before that player gets it. Okay, so, just so you know, if a fairy dives into the water, automatic win. Oh, come on. And this player's gonna go and take it from me. Oh my god. Okay, I'll try not to be aggravated about it. Alright, we'll go find another fairy. I'll try not to be aggravated about that one. That was my fairy. Grr. Okay, so we're gonna grab this here. Oh, okay. Also, another tip, when you're hunting fairies, do not grab the block that the fairies are on. Make sure that you actually hit the shrub or mushroom, whatever it's in. Come on, come on, come on. Must not let scrub get fairy. My fairy. Okay, so it looks like it dived. Oh, no, it's going back up. No, don't you dare, don't you dare. Where is it? I can't see. One problem about capturing fairies in... Oh, I got it. Did I get it? No, I can't even see it. The only problem about capturing fairies in the water is it's really hard to make out the difference. I can't see where it's at. Oh, there it is. I see it. Oh, and this guy's gonna get it. No, he's not. He's actually being fair this time, letting me have it. Got it. Did I get it? No, he took it. Ah! Alright, you know what? Tanker boy, this guy actually gave back the fairy. He had captured it in a jar. Why is it going in a jar? Now I have 4 fairies in a jar. Thank you, Tanker boy. He gave me the fairy back. I appreciate that very much. Alright, now we have enough to make a few gems. I'm actually going to check one thing before we leave. Okay, I just wanted to check to make sure that we had enough fairy dust to make these wands. And we do. I already have gems here, so we're going to use those. But first, we are going to work on how to put fairies in a glass cage. Just give me 1 second to put some dust away, and we will do this a little later. We'll deal with this part a little later. See, I have my own dust that I had ahead of time for this video. So, it's actually pretty simple. When I first did this, I thought it was going to be extremely difficult, but it's actually not that bad. And we're gonna do it in this little space here. Now you can do this however way you want. The point is to make a cage around the fairy that completely encapsulates it. So I'm gonna build a little glass cage, and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so I made my tiny glass cage. Now I've never tried putting a fairy in a cage this small, but we're gonna try our luck and see if it works. Now the way I do it, I feel like is a bit more difficult, because the way I've seen other players do it is they'll have a bigger cage where they can drop the fairy and they have time to run and seal it up. Where mine's is really tiny and you have a bigger room for error. But I'm going to show you the way I do it, and hopefully this works. At least, hopefully a cage this size works. Well, I would probably have to make a bigger one if it doesn't. Alright, so what I tend to do is I stand next to the exit. Where as soon as I drop the fairy, I'm jumping out and sealing it. Naturally, when you drop the fairy's going to try and run away from you, so you don't have to worry about it escaping most times. Sometimes you'll get really unlucky and it goes straight through the hole. Alright, so the way you release a fairy, and you want to do this with one, you want to make sure you separate them, and you do it one at a time. Because I did it, I accidentally wasted 3 fairies when I was making my cage, because I just dropped 3 at once, and I didn't know that if you touch the fairies again, they'll turn back into dust if you don't have jars. Okay, so what I do is I stand by the exit, and I make sure I angle myself so I see the ground of the cage that I'm going to put them in. What I do is I grab the jar, drag it, and then jump out, run, close it, nailed it. There you go. And now, if you're a high roller, you can try it again and try to see how many fairies you can cram into a box. I actually wanted a cage this small. I didn't actually think this would work, to be honest. I didn't think a fairy would... I'll try it later. I'll make a smaller cage, because I feel like the one that I have is far too big for the fairies that I have. But yeah, now you know, and you'll see that no matter where you try and reach it, it'll just run to the opposite end. So now I have a tiny fairy cage. Would you look at that? Huh. Maybe I'll keep that there. I don't know. Maybe. I like that. That's pretty cool. I didn't think you could make them that small. Alright, now it is time to make wands. Wands is a pain in the butt. There's a lot of steps to making wands. But the first few steps is making gems. Let me put these fairies away. Is making gems after you've caught a ton of fairies. So, we are going to drop those there. and start making gems. Let me clean out. Okay, I think I should be good. I was gonna clean out my inventory, but I guess not. So we're gonna close this. And let's see. We need this. We need this. This. I believe it's just these colors. Let me double check. Okay, so there are only, although there are 4 magic gems, there's only 3 gems that actually involve in making the gems that you're actually going to need. So the way you make a gem, first of all, because I guess you guys should know that. Alright, so you have to take it to a forge, right? And every 4 fairy dust makes 1 gem of a specific color. So, boom. It gives some time. And there it is. Like magic, we have magic gems. And these gems are going to be some of the main components for making a wand. Now, it's important to know that the red gem only works for the wand of harm, the harm wand, and the blue and the yellow work for the wand of knockback, I believe. Yes, I was right. Alright, so the blue and the yellow, there's a lot of steps to this, and it's hard to memorize, especially for a new player, believe me. Blue and yellow work for knockback wand, and red is for the wand of harming. Alrighty. Now, before you guys continue this, you guys should know that one material that you need to make harm wands is actually bones. These bones can be found in any desert biome. They're just laying there. Seriously, just go and pick them up. There's a ton of them. But this is one of the important ingredients for a harm wand. Now we're going to start crafting the wand all together. It takes a lot of resources. We're going to make the magic potion first, and we're going to make 2 of them because we're going to be making 2 wands. So the way that a magic potion is crafted, you go to your crafting table, you take solvent, you take ghost scum, you take a cloudy potion, and you take a purple magic gem. Now, I said earlier in the video that blue and red, yellow and blue, and red is for another wand. So yellow and blue go to 1 wand, and red goes to the wand of harming. That's how that works. But the purple one is actually, or the purple gem is actually used for making the magic potion. So what you do is just drop it in there, and you see that it takes 1 purple, 1 solvent, 1 cloudy potion, and 4 ghost gum to make 1 magical potion. We're going to actually make 2 of them. So 1, 2. And then we're going to pull back our items. Now, before I continue, if you guys are wondering how a cloudy potion is actually made, what you do is you go to the crafting table, you take your fiery potion, you take a sunny potion, and you take your spicy potion. Nope. And there you go. That is your ingredients for making a cloudy potion. A fiery potion is crafted by extracting from red flowers that can be pretty much found anywhere. You just take it and actually distill. Sorry, you distill them, not extract. You take red flowers and you distill them, and you will get a fiery potion. You take sunberries and you distill them, and you get a sunny potion. And again, chili berries, and you distill them, and you get a spicy potion. Now, the only one that kind of breaks the mold would be the fiery potion, because instead of yum berries, you can't use yum berries to do this. Instead of yum berries, it's actually red flowers. Now, when you do distill yum berries, you get solvent, which is something completely different. So just so you know, that is how you make a cloudy potion. Ghost rubber is created by extracting from, let me see if I can show you guys here. I'm pretty sure I have a few of those logs laying around somewhere. Fine. Tree trunk. Whoop. Okay. So in the Arctic, there are dead trees. What you do is you take dead tree logs and put them into an extractor, and they will make ghost gum. And if you cook ghost gum, it just makes ghost dust. That's just a tip for whenever you are making Fady Foam or Phantom Foam. Alrighty, so next step is making whittled sticks, which is a component used to make the rod portion of your wand. So what you do is you open up your crafting table, just take sticks and a knife. Bada boom, bada bing, you got whittled sticks. Remember, I'm crafting 2, I'm making both ones to show you guys how to do it. So we're going to be adding more components. We're going to be crafting more components that will go towards the rod. The what is it? The whittled stick, to make it either a gold rod or a silver rod. What we're going to do now is actually make varnish. And the way this is done is by taking pine and you throw it into an extractor, and we get pine resin. So that actually cooks pretty fast. This is my first time making pine resin. So there we go. And then, if I'm correct, and I am about 5% of the time correct, you take pine resin, again with the solvent, and you get varnish. So we will craft that, and we will craft 2 of them actually. And now it comes time to make the actual rods that are going to be used for the wands. So actually, let me pull this back out. Alrighty. Now after that's all said and done, you have your varnish, your wooden sticks. What else? You have your gems ready. You have... yeah, basically your gems ready, and you have your potion. We are going to craft now. What you want to do is take your sticks, take your varnish, and take... oh, I'm just going to drop both of my ores in there. Boom. Alright, so with a whittled stick, varnish, and a gold ore in general, with one of each, you will craft 1 golden wand. So we will craft 1 golden wand. And with the silver, we will craft a silvery wand. Whoa. Oh, who would have guessed? Alright, I'm going to put these back. Yes, I have quite a collection of items. I know. Now, it is time to put everything together. We've spent all this time crafting items. Now it's time to take all those crafted items and make them into one thing. We're going to start off with the knockback wand. So we're going to open up our crafting table again. Those sound effects are real, aren't they? That's what I don't like having too many tables close to each other, because then that happens. Oh, now I got to open this up. There we go. Alright. So we take our silver stick, because we are making a knockback wand first. Silver stick. We take a yellow magic gem, we take a blue magic gem, and we take, what was that last item? Of course, the magic potion, dirt. Drop that in there, and bada boom, bada bing, after all that pain and aggravation, you have yourself the ingredients for a knockback one. There's one, and it comes with 1.5k charges, which to be honest, I've never really used one. The whole entire game, I will admit, the whole entire time I've played the game, I have not used the wand once. But I will use the harm wand that I make off of this video. And, actually I'm going to leave that in there. Now it's time to make a harm wand. You take a gold wand, alright? Then we take the bones that we got earlier. And why do I feel like I missed? Oh, that's right, the red gem. Short-term memory here. Boom. And we have, finally, the ingredients to craft a harm wand. Boom. Nailed it. And this is actually going to be the first wand that I've ever used in game. So there that is. Just a little interesting tip for you guys. I've never used a wand until now. And, so there you go. That is pretty much the whole, like, everything in this inventory is what you need. Okay, with the exception... or with that, disclude everything down here in this bottom last row, because you don't need any of this. This is just extra trash. But everything up here is what you use to craft your wands. And yes, it does take a lot. It takes a lot of farming. It's not something that you automatically start doing. It takes work to do it. So now you guys know. And I think I'm going to end the video here before it drags on any longer. Almost half an hour long. Sheesh. I'm going to have to cut some of that out. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to end the video here. I'll see you guys later. If you guys enjoyed the video, by the way, if you guys enjoyed the video, if it helped you out, if it taught you something new, please drop a like. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel and would like to see more of my content, go ahead and subscribe. I will also appreciate that too. That means a lot to me. Keep in mind that if you guys are a subscriber, or if you are new to my channel and are interested in playing a game or already play a game, know that I always keep my realm open. So all you have to do is type in OliverKatt in the map search, on the map of the game, Type in OliverKatt, you'll find it there. I always keep my realm open, so if you want to come visit me, say hi, tell me how you're doing, you know, stuff like that, you're more than welcome to. So I'm gonna end the video here. I'll see you guys later. My name is OliverKatt, and I'm signing off. Goodbye.